Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make Nyx's avatar from Persona 3. She is the final boss in that video game, and that's for the PS2. It's a JRPG. If you haven't heard of it, it's pretty fun. I like it. This is definitely my favorite boss of all time. So what we're doing now is we're just deleting a bunch of layers and leaving a couple so that I have a vantage point to start from, or a reference point. So I'm just going to leave the basic shape of the head right here. And all this is just a circle that's been squeezed down a little bit and the bomb shield thing. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to replicate this. So you squeeze that circle down. I just made it black so you could see over what I had before. So you just have that about there. And you get this bomb protector emblem. Make that black. Or, not black, but, you know, make both of these layers white, because that's what the color of the face is. Next, we're going to go ahead and start making the mouth. Now, I was having a lot of trouble with this when I made this because I was trying to get it perfectly the way I had it before, which is pretty hard to do. I mean, I kind of got lucky before, just the way it was set up. So, you might have to work at this a little while, because I know I did. So, you're going to make the layer that's on top white, and you're going to make it thinner than the black oval. See, I was having quite a bit of difficulty just trying to make it perfect. But if you just take it your own way and don't try to do exactly what I did and just do what you think looks good, then it'll work out. Next, we're going to go ahead and make the little shading under the mouth. It's kind of the bottom lip kind of thing. So just make that like half mustache layer, make it black, and bring down the opacity. You can really make it whatever opacity you want. I just like the lighter shade of gray. Next, we're going to make the nose out of this sock, I believe it's called. Windsock, maybe? I don't know. It's a weird one. Just shrink that down a little bit, make that black, bring down the opacity. Same kind of deal. Next, we're going to go ahead and make the eyes, which are basically just a bunch of circles. So make that full circle, shrink it down to an oval, make it black, and bring it about right there on the face. Next, duplicate it, bring it over. I just made it a tiny bit smaller, just a very tiny bit, to kind of make it a little more three-dimensional. Now duplicate those layers, bring them behind, expand them a little bit, and bring down the opacity so you got a gray outline around the eyes. Just makes it look all the more three-dimensional and realistic. Next, we're gonna get that. I didn't see what it's called, but you know that layer. I think it's called the grin, probably. So what I did was I free-scaled it to make it a little less curved, and then just shrunk it down, made it black, and put it right above the center of the, not the center, but the edges of the eyes. Next you're going to get that layer. Didn't catch what it was called, but you can see right there what it looks like. So just bring that behind everything you've already made and make that the darkest shade of gray without being black. Next I'm just making a background. You can use anything and make that a medium gray. Now I'm just adding some shading. So what I did is I duplicated the shield layer, put that above the neck behind the face, made it black, and shrunk it down a little bit and brought it down. So right there you can see. Now we're going to use the dolphin layer, flip that, bring it above the neck, and just have it about in that area. Now for this one I used the custom color wheel thing. You don't have to, you can just make it any shade. You can make it the same color as the neck if you want, but I just did this because I like to add, the shading, even if it's barely visible. So I made all of the bars to 40 to make that specific shade of gray. And then I use this layer, didn't catch what that one is either, sorry, and put that behind the neck and go ahead and make that the same color gray as the dolphin. Raise the dolphin up a little bit. And I guess it's easier to go from that dark one because it starts at 32. Yep. So just raise that up to 40. Next we're going to get the found kills emblem. This was kind of hard to get for me. I don't know, I did it a couple times and it seemed like it was glitched, but I got it eventually. It's for picking up an enemy weapon and getting 5 kills with it in a row. So, if you don't have this, then I recommend getting it because it is the best layer for this part. But if you just don't want to, then you can use some other kind of emblem that looks like fur or hair. So I made those black and I placed them in the tactical locations that you see them now. Next we are going to get the swoop and stretch that out a lot and put that behind the shading for the neck and make that black. So you've got that nice shading for the neck vein area. Next, we're going to start on the hair. So I made, I didn't see what it was called, but it's that one. So just shrink that down. You don't need to freescale it. Duplicate it, flip it, bring it over here. Get that nice widow's peak going on. Next, we're going to get another one of those. Bring it all the way back behind pretty much everything, yeah. Flip that around and make that black. I free scaled it a little bit there to stretch it, squeeze it down. So duplicate that, bring it over, flip it. Just have the same kind of thing going on the other side. Next, we're going to get another swoop, I believe. Yep. Flip that. Shrink it down a little bit. Make that black. Duplicate that bottom layer there, bottom layer for the hair, and bring it up again. Make it a little bit bigger. The hair is pretty random, so you don't need to make it look exactly like this, just something along these lines. So I duplicated the soup again, brought it over, stretched it out a little bit. Duplicate it again. Next, I got the half short hair. And put that behind everything. Next, I got the tongue layer. Stretch that out a little bit, and make that that same color gray as before. All 40s. And for the final layers, I use the kernel emblem, but I didn't realize that I had used those, so I just used this half short hair again. So, but in reality, I used the rank emblem that looks like a bird. I used the wings for this part of the hair. So that's how you make Nick's avatar from Persona 3. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.